Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Justin. It's Sunday. It means it's time for another top 5. Again, I'm going to draw a name out of this hat. I have over 100 different names of different actors and actresses in that hat. I'm going to draw one name every Sunday. I'm going to give my top 5 movies of their career. So let's see this Sunday's pick. Who are we going to pick? Completely random, not looking whatsoever. Today's pick is Russell Crowe. That's a good one. Russell Crowe, an amazing actor. Huge fan of Russell Crowe. I look forward to it. Yeah. Watch the rest of the video and find out what my top 5 movies for Russell Crowe are. All right, so we have the top 5 movies for Russell Crowe, who, in my opinion, is one of the greatest actors of his generation. You look at his body of work since the mid-1990s, I would put it up there with just about anybody's. You know, Academy Award winner, just all-around phenomenal actor. And I feel like as he's getting older, he's showing more range. You know, for the first chunk of his career, he was a very serious actor. You know, he's done some comedy as of late. He's done more like psychological thrillers. You know, he's expanding his horizons as he's gotten older. And I think he's done it fantastically. So we have to start right off the bat with his greatest performance, one of the greatest movies of all time, in my opinion, Gladiator. The movie is 20 years old, and I would put it up there with one of the best movies of those 20 years. It's one of the best movies of all time. He won a Best Actor Oscar, won Best Picture, won Best Director, I believe, directed by Ridley Scott. It's almost a perfect movie. I mean, there's everything in it. There's action, there's drama, there's comedic elements to it. Not a lot of comedic elements, but, you know, his delivery, you know, the mockery he makes of his villains is kind of funny. I remember seeing this movie multiple times in theaters. It is one of my favorite movies of all time. 1995's The Quick and the Dead. I love this movie. I mean, you want to talk about a phenomenal cast. You had Russell Crowe, Sharon Stone, Leonardo DiCaprio, Gene Hackman, Keith David, Tobin Bell. Just phenomenal casting. And it's an enjoyable movie. It was actually, I believe, his first movie he made in the United States. He just knocked it out of the park. It's a fantastic, fun watch with an amazing cast. The last 3, you know, he has so many quality movies, but when I thought about it, I said, you know what, these last 3, I think I feel confident in them. Man in the Iron Fists, or Man with the Iron Fists, rather. It's such an entertaining movie, directed by the RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan. Incredible choreography. His character of Jack Knife is hilarious. It just works, and this is where you start to see his career starting to expand itself. This was early 2010s. Fantastic performance. It's such an entertaining movie. The RZA did an amazing job directing it. I don't think it gets enough credit. Doesn't get the credit it deserves. American Gangster. Another one of those phenomenal movies of the last 20 years. And it really upsets me that it didn't get a lot of the recognition it deserved. That year, Denzel Washington wasn't even nominated for Best Actor as Frank Lucas, and that's really upsetting. I had no problem with Daniel Day-Lewis winning for There Will Be Blood, but this movie didn't get the credit it deserved. It is, again, one of the best movies of the last 20 years, in my opinion. And then 3:10 to Yuma. I really enjoyed his performance. It's a fantastic cast. Him and Christian Bale worked so well together. You add in Ben Foster, who was very underrated, and it was just a really solid remake. It was better than the original 3:10 to Yuma. It was a really solid remake. It was a solid all-around movie. That's my top 5. Gladiator, The Quick and the Dead, The Man with the Iron Fists, American Gangster, and 3:10 to Yuma. That's a very diverse top 5. He's had amazing performances. If you wanted to put any number of his performances in the top 5, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Some honorable mentions. I mean, you have to go Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World, Mystery Alaska, L.A. Confidential, A Beautiful Mind, what else? Cinderella Man, Virtuosity. Another, him and Denzel worked so well together 20 years ago, 25 years ago now. When they worked together again in American Gangster, it was like they never left each other's sides. They just worked so well together. So those are some honorable mentions. But I'm confident in my list. I believe those are his top 5 movies. Again, if you any other number of his movies, I wouldn't have a problem with. They're all fantastic. He doesn't have very many bad performances. So my Sunday top 5: Russell Crowe, Gladiator, The Quick and the Dead, Man with the Iron Fists, American Gangster, 3:10 to Yuma. That's my top 5. Let me know what you think. If you want to give me your top 5, leave a comment. And I'll see you guys next time at the movies. Take care.